Okay, cool. Brandon's not in here. Cameron, good morning. You guys can pull up, you typically, yeah, you can pull up Cameron's screen over in the live trader lounge. Cameron's sharing his scanner. I don't think he has any different scan results than I do this morning. Let's see. Excuse me. Popped out his screen, but it didn't pop out. Watching his screen. You popped out the player to another window. Okay, so then where is it? Yeah, I think it's behind a video. Ah, that's the issue. Okay. Okay. WRBY. PIX. What PIK? I don't think I have that one. All right. PIK on what kind of volume? 9.4 million. On Earth, there's a whole bunch there that were not showing on my first scans. I think I took a look. Yep, there it is. PIK. All right. In. Yeah, that looks pretty hot. All right. Yeah, your question was Williams Sonoma, a dip buy or breakout. Either way, it depends on what you want to take. Depends on what you enjoy. Both are good. The other one was SIG. And I want to get up pick. WLN. The volume right now. Seems to be the most movement going on in PIK pre-market. So this one could be our strongest momentum choice. All right, now AMPP's moving up a bit. Yeah, all of the oil stock says oil has gone up a bit. All right. Now, yeah, let's take a look at PIK mentally. Detail Internet. Kid Pick Corporation provides kids apparel, clothing, shoes, and accessories through online subscription box via shop.kidpick.com. KidPick. Kids apparel, clothing. Let's take a look at that. Shop.kidpick.com. KidPick. So like pick as in like picks, like clothes picks. Okay. And this is popping because, check the news. teams up with Disney to celebrate the release of Cheaper by the Dozen on Disney. It's a little pump and dump by Disney. How about that? What do you know? All right, so that's probably going to dump at the open because the news is out now. It's like that's it. Unless something has a growth outlook, then it's already adjusted. The news is out. It's adjusted. Well, however, you never know, and people can just pummel into it and pump it up, and so it already shows that it has that potential. On 14 million shares, which is roughly about $25 million in pre-market, it went from 1.8 to 3.8, so that's pretty good. So there's some potential there for a momentum day trade on PIK, Kid Pick. That's how we do a little bit of analysis there, pre-market stocks. We go to the website. What are we dealing with? And in that case, we're dealing with nothing. But it is on the NASDAQ. And it IPO'd recently around $8.50. Was now $1.84. Dying company. They got this deal with Disney. That's great. Disney's going to help them out a little bit. And now they're up to $3.80. And you just know that bag holders are going to be wanting to get out of that at that price. There was something in the news about oil this morning, but man, I haven't been able to catch up on every sector and everything that's going on. So it's a good question, Mr. M. But oil is up, and that's what we do know. Oil is up from $95 close yesterday to $101, and it's just slowly grinding up, and the energy sector is up with it. So for that quick of a reaction, it must be supply related. I'm guessing some supply issues somewhere. That's just the way it moves, but it's not a huge amount. It is grinding up though, making new highs, higher highs this morning on the intraday. So, but it's not like it's hitting 120 again. So this is an aftershock, not necessarily the main jolt, if you will. All right. Well, we looked at sectors this morning. I posted into the group, and it looks like consumer discretionary, financials, and tech were the strongest sectors coming off of yesterday, day over day in the change. And all other sectors, many of them did well yesterday. However, those particular ones were on the most uptick. And it looks like, was it consumer discretionary with the strongest? Let me see here, pulling it up. No, financials in a 6-point uptrend, and discretionary with a 4-point uptrend. Tech only 2 points to an uptrend. So tech nowhere near fully confirmed because you need 4 points to an uptrend to confirm an uptrend. And but consumer discretionary and financials most strongly leading the way off of this bottom. Also, yesterday we put in a very strong follow-through day from the rally that started 3 days ago. And that was on increased volume over the last 2 days, which means it's number one, a pivot point as far as a pivot. What do they call it? A pivot. Yeah, a pivot point as far as the CanSlim method goes, and a follow through day also as far as that method goes. Follow through day it gives about 92% chance that the bottom is in, and the bottom is therefore 415 on SPY. I don't think the bottom is in, so you need to proceed with caution. But this could launch a little mini rally and an Elliott wave on the weekly chart on SPY on the market. And then we'll be back down here again in 2 or 3 weeks, perhaps, or less. So the way today plays out will play very much into that. Gold's been on the rise all morning and all night. Gold's back up to almost 1950 an ounce, and the market has been grinding down steadily all night. So those go hand in hand to we're de-risking. What is that? What am I looking at on the TV there? Oh, strange drone. What? Is that a remote control? Oh, it's just like a little remote controlled drone. Okay. DDS may have stopped you out, but if it is back at your entry and it was on high volume and it was green, then get back in. Let's take a look at it right now. Yeah, we're back in. DDS looks fine. So we got stopped out by a micron of a move there, I think, and everything's fine on that. Hello, everybody on TikTok. What's up? If you'd like to check out our trading group, just click the link over in my profile. You got to go over to my profile and click the link. No, there's nothing going on in CEI. No. What do I think about BABA? Well, all the Chinese stocks are under fire because they need to agree with SEC regulatory requirements. And over the next few months, they're going to work that out and potentially come to an agreement as to whether or not they're going to adhere to the SEC requirements for IPOs. And if so, then China's IPOs can remain listed on the exchanges. And that's good for all Chinese stocks. So right now, there is sort of a bottom that can be bought in Chinese stocks, but only on the presumption that they're going to be able to work that out. And it depends on that. So there's nothing guaranteed there. All right. And on the momentum movement front, we're looking at PIK this morning for a breakout at 371 for 30 cents of risk. Also, GLG is kind of treading VWAP. If you can get up above 50 cents, you'd be able to get in for about 10 cents of risk on GLG. So therefore, you'd be looking for about 20 cents a gain or 70 cents as your profit target. We're also looking at Williams-Sonoma and SIG, WSM for Williams-Sonoma and SIG for either dip buy trades on the open or breakout continuation because they have reported earnings and they're up significantly. Williams-Sonoma's hit 172 after closing at 147 yesterday. And SIG hit almost 86 now after closing at 76 yesterday. Well, did they miss pretty bad, Mac? All right, let's see. LEN, we're talking about Lennar Home Builders, is on the downswing. Mac says they missed pretty bad, but they stayed flat. So it's not about the miss, Mac. It's always about the guidance, except for the fact that when you do miss pretty bad, you got to be able to talk your way out of it. So if somebody misses huge, and then the guidance says, "Oh no, but everything's okay. In fact, this year's looking great," you have to, kind of give that a little bit of weight that it might not be, it may be difficult information to trust. That's all. However, perhaps in the last earnings guidance from Lennar, they already gave guidance that the next quarter might not be so peachy. And so now it just came out, and that is the case. And so now you have to be thinking, okay, well, this is what we expected, and they were telling the truth, and now they're telling us XYZ is everything's quite all right from this level, and so now that's probably why Lennar is flat. You see, so it's almost always really all about the guidance, how a stock will go up or down. It's all about the guidance, because that's all that matters if you're an investor, is what's coming next. All right, we've got 5 minutes until the open, and PIK, Kid Pick, which is being promoted with Disney in conjunction with their new, what's the name of the film? Cheaper by the Dozen movie. They are popped up to this morning from 1.5-ish after recently IPOing a few months back at 8 and plummeting to 370 pre-market, and is probably going to sell off today because that anticipation on that news is already priced in, and there's really nothing more to it. They're a little bit more valuable because of their exposure there. That's all there is to it on PIK. So it's probably going to sell off. However, I do have it up on my high frequency setup, so we'll be able to watch it. And if it breaks 371, you can get in for 30 cents of risk. The market is opening in 3 minutes, and so we'll figure what we're doing with that when it opens. Another one that we're watching carefully for momentum is MULN, which I just call MULN. And if that breaks 217, you can get in for, what was it here? 20 cents of risk, maybe even 15 cents of risk. But 20 cents of risk because when it gets back down to about $2, if it goes against you, you're going to want that 20 cents of risk. The reasons for where to grab those breakouts is pre-market high, and those lessons I have in my video lessons, the market mastery. If you're interested in the market mastery, send me a private message and I'll get you the link. Asking about that. So it's called market mastery, and you just send me a private message and I'll get you the more information about that. And everybody else on TikTok, we're opening in 2 minutes. The market is opening in 2 minutes here. We'll see what happens. We're kind of hoping for a follow-through day on top of yesterday's follow-through day. But you guys over on TikTok, if you want to come check out our trading group, just click the link in my profile and you can come on in. FULC for a swing. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. We're preparing for the morning momentum session here. SPY is pulling back today just a little bit. It's not really an amount to speak of yet, but we'll see how it goes. See this yellow line? Yeah, that's where it is compared to the top of that green one. All right, we got 1 minute and 45 seconds until the open. And everybody on TikTok, don't forget to follow me. We do this every morning. So I'm hoping to see you again tomorrow morning. All right, 1 minute until the open. Watching WSM and SIG for earnings release dip buys, 5-minute dip buys, and PIK and MULN primarily for small cap momentum movers. And then, of course, we have all of our swing trades on. Rambus, Dillard's, you name it. Here we go. 40 seconds until the open. $30 seconds. Pretty sure PIK is just going to get sold off. A lot of bag holders. But if it doesn't, breakout is at 371. Write down those numbers for 10 cents of risk. Oh, actually, now 30 cents of risk is what I meant to say. Yeah. Right before the open, it's already dropping. It's just about to break low. Here we go. All right, pick is selling off. PIK selling off. No movement on Williams-Sonoma, not even a trade. And SIG, not even a trade. There goes Williams-Sonoma with a little bit of trading. SIG, not much volume at all. MULN, not much of a change. And SPY is open. The market is open. And I'm watching all these sectors. We're getting a little bit of sell-off in energy right off the bat. Okay, there's some volume picking up on PIK. Here comes the breakout at 371 potentially. At 371, you can get in for 40 cents of risk is what you want to risk now. Boom, there it is, the breakout on PIK. 40 cents of risk, PIK. Disney day traders coming in. And we hit 397 already. Up 20, 30 cents there. 20 cents on that breakout. Could not get up over $4. There's probably a lot of stop orders there. Let's see. Let's see if we can overcome that $4 level on PIK. 397, 398, 4. We hit 4. We hit 4. And it's and it hit a wall at 4. I can see through that wall. There's not a ton of orders at 4. It should be able to pop through 4. Here we go. 399, 4 is likely going to pop through 4 any moment here. Who got in? Say in, and number of shares you got if you did. All right, we're pressed against 4. There's really very little resistance, and boom, popped to 409. 409. Make sure you're taking profits now at every 10-cent area on these small caps. Anything under $5, I believe we take every 10 cents. So they're at 4. You need to take 5 to 20% of your profits. All right, Lewis. Lewis is in for 1,000 shares. Gary is in for 400 shares. PIK. Now, you guys, you can. Okay, great. Bobby's in for 1,000. Now you guys can follow the path of victory, the pivot point path. Rebecca's in for 500. You can follow the pivot point path with your shares. Right now, the current stop is 330. However, once you've taken 2 profit points, then you need to move your stops up to break even. Okay, break even. So your stop should be moved to break even. All right, we're hitting 423. That was your next take profit. RJ should be all over this. I don't know if RJ is with us right now. He's on like spring break or something. But RJ would be taking these profits. He'd be, putting them on the ladder. Have them already sitting there ready to be gobbled up automatically. And you can do the same. Just set your limits, your profit target limit orders. It's pulled back PIK from 423 all the way to 4, and it's testing 4s again instead of following through. So we got up and over the $4 level, but the next level, 425, it struggled with. And we're already breaking down at the 4 level. So be careful. Watch your break-even stops. You should have already taken profits 3 times. That would be at 380, 390, 4, and 410 and 420. Actually, 5 times. So you should be the majority out of the position already. Somewhere around at least 15%. Let's see, 5 for 5, 25% out. all the way to, well, almost fully out, depending on how much faith you have in the play. And you need to move your stops up to break even. MULN, yeah, it's just not a lot of volume though. It's not a ton of momentum there on MULN. But what was the price to break? 217. If it breaks 217, you can get in for 20 cents of risk on MULN. Yeah, gold is just hanging out around 1942. We have short on EQT, and that needs to be either sized down or cut to micro trash at this point as it's popped up on the open. However, before you do that, make sure you pay attention to the 5-minute opening range. If the 5-minute opening range breakout is moving down, that's in your favor, so you don't change anything if you're short. Yeah, ORF may be up, but it's trading down. So ORF is no trade on ORF. ORF is right here. It's going down. All right. Kid Pick, PIK, is holding the $4 level at the moment, which is a good sign. It's held it for 6 minutes now. And so it could pop 425 level any moment here. All right, Robert. Nope. PIK starting to fail. It did hit 430. So if you actually had a limit order set around that 430 mark, you got another profit in. But it is pulling way back, and that could definitely be a sign of a fake out. You should move your stops to 385 on PIK, 385. Make sure you get all out if it breaks 388 and breaks and hits 385, but only if it does so on strong volume with a strong move or for more than 20 seconds. EQT has stopped out people in the swing 100. And I pretty much have decided I'm not going to alert increases and decreases. However, I'm going to type them in. Once you're in a trade, it is your responsibility. So the information on how to increase and when to increase and how to decrease and when to decrease and when to cut and when to take profits, I will be giving that, but not on a diligent basis. The diligency will be on you. However, I will make the initial alert fully, and that'll get you on the right track. I've been thinking about that, and the vote on that was pretty much right on the line. So it definitely was a tough one. We have possible breakout entries coming up on Shopify, Costco, SEG, Palo Alto. Keeping an eye on a lot of things this morning for our swings. PIK still holding that $4 level, but it's looking like it's going to fail. However, it hasn't yet, so you're still in. The market went down on the open, but was bought up pretty rapidly. The only way that is possible is institutionally. So it may very well be that this day is going to be bought up by institutions. That was a bit of an institutional buy going on there the last couple minutes on the market open. That's a very good sign. The institutions are their bulldozers, and if you want to win, then you need to be betting in the direction of the bulldozers. You don't want to stand in front of that thing. All right, PIK at 405 right now, kind of holding that level. MULN did break out a little bit ago at 217 was the breakout. It's now at like 219, so you still have an opportunity to get in for 20 cents of risk entry on MULN. Does anybody know what the float is on MULN? I think that it's probably pretty high, too high. We like to keep our momentum small cap trades under 5 million float, but 50 million would be the absolute top. He says, not sure if I should do SPY calls today. Well, number one, if anything moves, it's moving because of Fed rates, etc., and that's going to come from growth, QQQ. So, the play is really over on QQQ more than it is on SPY. SPY is going to be some kind of a half move version between the industrials and growth. Do anything, trade the Qs. So far, sector-wise, I'm seeing healthcare moving up this morning more than anything. Healthcare, XLV. So healthcare leading. And that was the fourth strongest sector yesterday. Is now the strongest sector today. So that's a momentum shift over to healthcare. XLV this morning. All right, PIK is failing out. If it does break 388, you can cut. 388, it's hitting 389, 388, 390, 391. It's getting very close. If it breaks 388, you should cut. There it is, 386. Exit, exit, exit on PIK. You should have your stop orders in already. That's an exit on PIK. Trade over. Post your gains. Go over to post your gains, and please post your gains. Let's take a look at Ken, one of our strongest winners right now. Hopefully you've moved up to a full. Ken. One second. Okay, good. Go back to Ken here. All right, Ken making progress all the way up to 15% in gains so far. I believe we already took your first profit target on Ken yesterday, so now you wait for the second profit target and you move your stop to break even. You guys over on TikTok, if you'd like to join our trading group or come check it out, just click the link over in my profile. I'm looking for a potential entry for our swing on Tesla, but it looks like it's not happening today. All right, very strong move right now on SWCH switch. So that's a swing entry on switch. Swing 100 entry. Those always start at starter. If you get into something, just say it here or put the what do you call it, the emoji on the alert. There that goes. And there goes switch. It is off and running. Another 15 cents. Marcus, is that you, Marcus? What is the 29 STZT 3F? What is that? That sounds so familiar. You said Zim. Look at Zim. Okay. Yep. Zim's already kind of out of the gate, though. Do we have Zim? I think Zim's already out of the gate. That's one that is a little bit out of the gate already. If DDS Dillard's breaks over yesterday's high, then you can get back in if you're not already still in. Okay, everybody over on TikTok, 1 second. Yeah. If you'd like to come join our trading group, just click the link in my profile. That's it for TikTok this morning. We're going to continue with our members only stream now. Just click the link in my bio to come on over to our member community. You can check it out for free. Thanks, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning, everybody on TikTok and YouTube. And everybody out there, thank you for tuning in. See you in the morning. If you'd like to continue with our members only stream, follow the link. Come on in. Free for the next 7 days. So there goes pick. Wow, it even gave one last opportunity to let you take some profits at 430. So if you didn't take that for getting out or damn near almost all out,